Yeah, Bubble has to step it up.
Yeah, it seems like he's been shying away from the AWP today.
Yep.
It really has seemed like he doesn't want to play the AWP. He's barely played it at all. But E-Frag managed to pick up the knife round, and they decided to stay. So, I mean, Cobblestone, I'd say in the current meta, is a slightly T-favored map. A 9-6 scoreline is very, very normal. And you know, usually the pistol round goes in the favor of the terrorist side. So those are kind of the small predictions I've got here for the first half.
Other predictions. You're just playing the prediction game now.
You are the pro estimator. I'm the pro predictor.
Okay, I estimate this pistol round is going to be won by Revolte because E-Frag has taken it a little bit too slow, and it gives the USP quite a lot of chances to get rid of some HP, even though it didn't happen yet. We might see that later on. It might actually end up in an, I don't know, could it be an A split because they have the bomb at the B apartments? They could put Dreamer into drop zone or just let him hang back, maybe put some pressure on B. Or if it doesn't work out, go for B after all.
I mean, they don't really have any nades to play with, so they need to do something, but they're just so slow, and I don't really understand the play. It kind of has to be an A-split now, but the problem is that not only do they have one guy who's playing outside the window, which is going to be very hard to deal with, they also have two guys on the A bomb side, so it's actually a very A-favored stack here, in the sense that usually you place more players on the B side. But Barcode is going to get one frag. Dreamer is going to just entry on into Foda. And now two guys are stuck on the A side, and Spidey might just find this frag in the connector area. He doesn't though, and then Zero also gets one. So now Dreamer finds another one, and he kind of needs to get the bomb plant as well. There's only 10 seconds left on the clock. And Gabeson is behind the rock here. Oh, and he doesn't peek. That is very well played. He's so low HP as well. And Dreamer now knows where he is, but it's a very tall order. A very tough task to win this. He is going to get pushed, and he only gets one frag, unfortunately, but a hat-trick of frags for him and the bomb plant. I mean, they do get something from this round, at least some extra cash in the bank. That means that they can buy up a round before you usually would be able to, but a bit of a weird strategy. Without any nades, that kind of doesn't really work, in my opinion.
Well, I think the plan in the end was to get frags over at A, make the CTs rotate into the tower, into the connector area, and then have your two terrorists go into the bomb site, plant the bomb together, and then keep the CTs from getting through the doors. I think that was, you know, create a choke point for your two players that planted the bomb. Or you could also interpret it as a matchmaking fake. Put three players on one side, send the bomb on the other one. Now we have the terrorists already taking control of drop zone and getting quite a few frags over there, making it expensive for the CTs.
Yeah, and we've got Gabeson who now drops to Spy Leader. It's funny how this CZ always seems to get so many frags, especially for Spy Leader. Foda will either take the fight, but he actually takes a headshot to the face as well. And Bubble with the Tech 9. I mean, they're going to be battling here. 2 versus 2 situations, pistol versus, yeah, one pistol and then a rifle, and now an M4 as well. But the bomb plant is already down, and Spy Leader gets another frag with that CZ. Now RML is in a 1 versus 1 situation versus Spy Leader. They're both very low on HP. RML gets a bit of a tag through. Spy Leader very low on HP. That's an amazing shot from RML. The crowd, they're just loving it. The Hungarian team picking up yet another round. And it's the second round going in favor of Revolt.
But it was so expensive. It's just giving E-Frag a very good shot at turning the momentum in their own favor. They are going for an AK and Tech 9, so they feel the moment is right to put some additional pressure on the CTs, get even more frags, and they felt they got close to winning this round. So why not try it with an AK? Our chances should be even better.
Yeah, they're just going to be jumping through drop, and they're actually going to win the fight. Barcode is dropping down, and Zero, a bit of a late smoke, but still works out in the end, and then a great spray onto the player. Zero takes out another as well, and Dreamer then takes down Zero. So Gabeson very low on HP. Spy Leader needs to try to find something here, but first of all, they need to just get onto the bomb site, and Dreamer, very unlucky timing. Gabeson with only 5 HP still manages to stay alive. How is he still alive?
He's like a zombie, he just can't die.
Yeah, that is a very crazy play, but a very well-played round from Gabeson. He's doing really well at actually just hanging on to the B side. He dropped so low. We saw it in the, was it the pistol round as well?
Yeah.
Where he was just hiding behind the rock, and instead of peeking when there was 14 seconds, he decided to just retake with his teammates. Goes out, acts like a dummy, goes down, but his teammate gets the frag.
Yeah, otherwise it would have probably been a 2v1. And, you know, a 2v1, you can make it different 1v1s and win the round. Now E-Frag on the first, so to speak, real rifle, since they went for the force buy in the last round. Bubble is on a Tech 9, and they lacked quite a few grenades, but they still head towards B with Zero picking up the first, quickly being traded by NKL. Gateman struggling for control on the platform. It goes for the different peak, you know. If I don't get the frag on the left side, let's go for the frag on the right side.
We're seeing actually the lurk possibly coming into play. Barcode is kind of waiting for it. They need another frag to pull him off this drop area. They don't get it. Spy Leader instead goes down to Gabeson, and he is just proving too much for E-Frag right here. Dreamer, good angle there, might find Gabeson as well. If he peeks out, he does, but so far, not much to find. It's a 2 versus 3 scenario, and RML has an op, so he can do massive damage, but at the same time, a single missed shot, he might be going down. Gabeson once again staying alive on the B site, and Bubble and Dreamer trying to actually just stay alive. Dreamer seeing if he can get something from this, and then Bubble will be playing the opposite bomb site. So I really like this game plan, but they do have one guy rotating onto the other bomb site, and that is because Dreamer hasn't made his presence known. But now that he has, the player is going to be rotating back, and that is not the correct play. So Bubble might be getting a bomb plant from this if he's fast enough, and it looks like he is. So only 10 seconds left. Ooh, he is spotted out, but no nades on the counter-terrorist side, meaning that he will be getting the bomb plant. It might be going down instantly after, but still, the money gain from that is very well played. Is nice to have in the bank. And Revolte pick up the 4th round. So the second kind of rifle round, but you know, it's been kind of, you know, 2 quasi-buys here from the terrorist side.
Yeah, they are playing the opponent's economy right now. Like, you know, they neglect the fact that maybe we lack a few grenades, maybe we don't have all the rifles we want. We want to keep them low on money. We want to have them close to saving, so they feel the pressure. And as soon as we have them, as far as we want to have them, we make them save. That's the plan for E-Frag. Let's see if it pans out sometime soon, because they keep losing round after round, and the CTs build up money eventually. Now we've got Bubble with the first frag in favor of the terrorists. Looking good, but RML is back, and Barcode supports him. CT's on a rotation already. This is going down drain for E-Frag once again. Just not getting it on the board.
No, RML is just proving too big here. 4 frags. Quad Q coming in, and Barcode cleans up the last square. He's 9-0-0.
Yeah,
Wow.
the reverse license to kill.
Oh.
7-0-0.
Yeah, you tried.
Yeah.
I'll give you another gold star. You had one earlier. I'll give you another gold star for that amazing try. But I like the change of pace there from E-Frag. You know, a fast round for once, but didn't help them much. And it looks like a Tech 9 played down into drop, and I like this idea. With Tech 9s, this is all you can do. Victor getting a kill, but then killing himself as well. This world is too much to handle for the man, and unfortunately, he can only get one. But Gabeson spotted out in the chicken house, and also Zero stuck below the bomb site. He kind of gets one frag and then goes down. Gabeson needs to stay alive, but he's been doing so well at just actually staying alive so far. Dreamer now gets taken out by a nade. We have once again a guy lurking in the drop area, and it is Spy Leader this time. If they can find Gabeson, they might be able to get back into this round. Bubble in a 1 versus 3 situation, but now just 1 versus 2. RML still has not died. He's looking for it, but can't quite find him. RML, how does he even do this?
Aim.
Aim?
Yes.
Nah,
He
can't be.
shoots with aim.
Okay.
Did you see that Warhol tutorial?
Oh, yeah, point. Oh, I
yeah,
can't even.
point, click, aim, shoot, something
Oh,
around
fire?
that.
Ah,
Yeah. That's how he does it. It's really easy.
No?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do it all the day.
now I know. Thank you.
How many frags does he have? 11?
11 and 0-0.
6. Just 2 frags every single round, almost. And no death. No problem.
Not for this guy, at least.
and in-game leading at the same time. Like.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much in-game leading to be done on the CT side usually, and it is just a standard setup pretty much here on the CT side. But Gabeson, he picked up the AWP, and now he's back on a rifle, and I think that's a much safer bet. He's been doing so well at just staying alive, picking that one frag, and then just pulling back. And him playing the AWP is not a good idea in my opinion, but Zero is just going to get a shot right to the dome, gets taken out. So for once, we actually have an entry frag going in the way of the T's without them having a very fast and aggressive round.
They get a different angle now through drop zone, and they send 2 players from B platform. Gabeson trades 1-for-1, gives the CTs in a running, and Barcode fights back from the boulder, getting NKL out of the occasion. 3v3, Dreamer makes it another man advantage for the terrorists, but a bomb is still not planted, and that gives the CT some time. Attacked by RML, who is still not dead in this game. Let's see if he can find it though.
Yeah, and Bubble just standing strong on the side. He's doing a very good job at not peeking here. Dreamer has the very good crossfire setup. RML gets 1 frag, but you know, the setup is just so good from E-Frag. Spy Leader ready for the lurk down into drop, and that's what they've been wanting to pull off for so many TE rounds now, but they just haven't had the opportunity because the site have not either been taken control of properly, or, you know, the player from drop kind of had to be used somehow to get the bomb plant or whatever. So finally, the master plan works out, and it gives them the first round.
Yeah, now they can string it together. They have Revolte back in a situation where they could be forced on a save if they keep losing this round. Revolte would definitely be back on a save, but they have Barcode, the Joker, with a B250, taking the chance, boosting him up, and trying to find one of the terrorists off guard as they were pushing. I don't know if Bubble will check that. Oh, they flash each other in, but Barcode sadly doesn't or can't use the flash. It was going too far, but he still picks it up. And that is a crucial frag, just putting the stick between the terrorist's legs already.
I mean, if you can't get frags like that in a grind final, you're pretty much set for defeat, I'd say. It's versus a pistol. Barcode has no way of ever winning that, especially when he's on 5 HP, and yet he lands that shot. Amazing play by Barcode, but Bubble should have really done better.
Definitely could have, and they just need some more players to step up. Dreamer is the only one getting a decent amount of frags. Now it's CTs left and right. Everyone gets a frag. Everyone wins its duel, except for RML against Dreamer. And Dreamer seems to be the only one who can put up some individual resistance, but it is going to be very hard for him. 19 seconds on the clock, and they spray him down from all the different angles. Revolt are right back on track. E-Frag stripped from the money, back on a save. What can you do?
I don't know, it's definitely looking bad when, you know,
not saving?
No, I mean, they kind of have to force at this point. The game is already running out of their hands. You have to take a risk at some point. 7 rounds on the CT side, that's also, like, that's already a good CT side. And then need the rest to even just make it, you know. I predicted 9-6. Well, you know, it's kind of the standard thing, and so far this is very abnormal. But Dreamer does get 1 frag on Foda, so that's very nice.
How good are their chances of getting it done with 3 rifles, though, if they can't make it happen with 5? And Revolt just, they can stay in their default positions. They have 30 rotations. Finally, E-Frag seem to find out how those rotations work and how they go for the peaks. They whittled down to 2v2, but Victor is down to 12 HP now. Gabeson finishes off Dreamer, gets rid of the bomb carrier. Victor has to pick it up, and he's not only going to pick up the C4, but also 2 frags on the way to the plant. Gabeson and Zero just stay there. They know he has to plant, and when he plants, we know where he is. We keep him there, and we dispose of him together. Both of them are in the balcony, and as he goes for the peak, they cover him. Revolt don't give E-Frag a single chance.
But it's also down to the small details there. If Gabeson takes 1 more shot from Victor, Victor wins the round, because the other player has a Molotov in his hand, and he could have just continued that spray. He would have gotten both kills. So, you know, it's very unlucky, but at the same time, very well played by Gabeson to get that headshot. But hadn't he been able to land that exact bullet, they would have lost the round.
Yeah, and it's a difference maker, you know? Those seconds, the 1 bullets, it is changing the game, and that's what we love about CSGO, you know? The possibility of somebody with a Tech 9, for example, changing around and see if they can get a changing frag. They remove barcode from drop zone, but the rotation is already coming in. CT's zero in bubble, just sprays his Tech 9. Dreamer helps him out on that one. The man advantage for the terrorists now. They still haven't gotten the bomb back in their hands, but they have Spy Leader tucked into window, waiting for his moment to make himself shine. RML isn't aware of his presence though. That could cause some problems for the terrorists. Good nade there by CTs. RML with the no-scope onto Spy Leader. He's down to 4 HP. And I'm pretty sure that he won't contest this, or will he? He's very confident, so he might go for it. They might even have the money to spare that. 4 HP are not going to be much for the clutch.
No, and it seems like he is going to be trying to make his way out of this. One thing I think needs mentioning here is the fact that E-Frag just seemed all over the place. Bubble got that 1 kill, then he shot his teammate, then tried to get the other kill, he didn't, it's okay. Picks up a rifle, and then just totally disregards a very common angle behind the rock, where he's just, you know, he could have ran and looked at it, and actually tried to battle it if anybody shows up, but instead he's just turning his back. Then Spy Leader is watching the window, he doesn't really see anybody. You know, it's unlikely there's 2 guys just standing in the connector door area, so they must know someone is coming from behind, and yet Dreamer gets shot in the back. It just seems like they're not really playing with their mind here. It's just, you know, autopilot, and that is the toughest thing that you can face. It's yourself going autopilot.
Yeah, they seem to have left their game sense on the doorstep right now. At least after the first map. At least for now, but they still have plenty of rounds to come back. I think E-Frag is a team that can work with a 10-5 as well, even though the 9-6 would be the better scoreline, obviously. It's, I could argue it's only 1 round difference, but it changes everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Oh, we get a nice little entry there from Foda, but E-Frag have a very good CT side on most maps, and if there was a team in this tournament that would be able to, you know, get back into a match like this, it would be them. But right now, it's looking quite unlikely.
Yeah, Revolte is once again preparing for a drop zone play. They get the 1-for-1. They are aware of the terrorist plans, and Dreamer finds an open bomb site. Nobody's there to counter him. The CTs are all stuck in connector and in front of the B bomb site, just between the platform and the boulder. The terrorists are not quite able to take control yet. They can't believe their own eyes. Nobody's there. That is unlikely, but Revolte has that angle covered on the bomb site. They will get the frag, courtesy of Zero. RML chimes in, and now it's NKL. He's slowly but surely getting there, but it was a little hesitant and it was a little bit too late for his teammates.
What a good AWPer does is that he gets as many shots off as he can, obviously connects as many shots as he can of those, but also stays alive. RML is constantly putting himself out there, going for entry frags and whatnot, yet he only has 3 deaths in 11 rounds, and he has the most frags on the server together with Dreamer, who is on 16 kills, and the nearest teammate has 4.
Yeah, and that's a huge factor. Like I said, I think 4 rounds ago, they have to have somebody help Dreamer out on this one, and there is nobody stepping it up. Now Victor is maybe coming alive, but he messes up that spray, he follows it up and then goes down to 0. Everything that you look at is like just scrambled together. Now Spy Leader gets a frag with the max 7, picks up the AK, but on his way to the bomb, he gets picked off by Foda from behind. So once again, even though they come back into the round, you know, a 3v1, if you get 2 frags, usually the other CT is aware of your position. And if the bomb is not ticking for you, it's gonna be hard to come back for you.
Yeah, especially when you're on low HP like that. But, I mean, there's nothing much to say. E-Frag are not playing their own game. You know, they're not playing as well as they usually do. But at the same time, Revolte are playing very well. RML is going to be caught out here. Finally, he goes down without an AWP kill. And I'm saying that because the guy is just so good this game. Now, Foda, trying to see if he can clean up the mess that his teammate has made. He's doing a decent job at that. NKO not going to be blinded, and Foda gets taken out.
That was overextended by Foda a little bit, getting out of control, but maybe Revolte feel we have that very good and a very confident setup, so why not go for those plays? We can still pull it back, right? This time around it doesn't look too promising. Gaveston is down to 40 and Zero down to 2. Spyleader checks out all the bomb site. Everybody stays away, everybody stays put in their positions. Now Spyleader has the balcony under control, and there's Gaveston, dares to go for a peek. He goes down Barcode with 1, but gets traded by Spyleader. Now it's only 0. And he almost is down to 0 HP.
Yeah, he
barely
will be
received 99 damage.
in just a second.
There it is, Spyleader with the triple kill. Finally somebody else is on the board for E-Frag.
He's actually had consecutive triple kills here, and some good rounds. And we see Revolt actually on a full eco. So even though they've won so many rounds, they have been close rounds, and they haven't been very good at managing their economy. But that means that E-Frag should be able to pick up this round. Still, it is a tough task to get back into this game when, you know, they're already down so many rounds, and they're setting up on the second half with the better side, the preferred side after.
Yeah, and that's a big factor, the preferred and the side with the initiative. They can dictate the pace of the game. And if they have those 5 rounds difference that they can use to go fast and then go slow again and then do a split, go for a fake, do different stuff, throw off the CTs, make yourself unpredictable. It's so hard to handle on the CT side.
Yeah, one thing that E-Frag were really good at from the start of the game was that they faked out a lot, and they just couldn't really get over the finish line. But they've kind of dropped that, and they're going for more straight-up plays. But it is paying off, especially on these eco rounds where it really shouldn't be a contest. Yeah,
Revolt went for the 4-man stack on A. Was an unlucky guess by them. It's a 50-50 call, you know. Sometimes they might run into the trap, sometimes they won't. The Terrorists win this round, and now they could make it 10-5. But 10-5 would still only be a small benefit for them.
Yeah, I mean, they need to have a really good CT side to get back into this game, and it's looking more and more like a 2-0 win for the Hungarians, which I'm sure the crowd wouldn't have anything against. But, you know, we kind of talked about them having to win in 2-0 fashion if they wanted to win this game, because overpass is going to be very hard, but the execute is going to be coming in. Zero stuck in the corner, is taken out by Victor. Now they're looking for more. RML takes down 1, but NKO trades that. Barco then takes down NKO, and the T's for once have control of the site in a 3 versus 3 scenario.
Yeah, but sadly for them, they have 1 smoke and 1 flash, but that's not too much to hold on to the bomb site with. But they still have AKs, and they will do the trick for them, at least for Bubble. And it's going to be amazingly hard for the CTs. They lose another man. Foda is coming in from drop zone, and he is covered by Dreamer. So E-Frag get the last 2 rounds, 3 rounds, get some more momentum, and they use that time to get Spyleader on the board as well. Bubble slowly picked it up. NKL got a few more frags, so you know they are climbing up there. But it feels like they are the what are the people that carry all your stuff to the top of a mountain?
What?
Doesn't matter. They have to have somebody carry them all the way. And it could be Dreamer, but it is so much easier if you have somebody next to you.
But the fact of the matter is also that it's much easier to carry hard on the T side, because you can go for individual picks, whereas on CT you kind of need your teammate support. So yeah, hopefully the other players will step up here. If not, I don't think it's going to be a very nice game for E-Frag. But NKO going to be charging. He does get the first frag that escapes on dropping. He's trying to find more. Bubble also finds one, then gets taken out. That's actually Spyleader dropping, and NKO with another great shot. Looking for more. The bomb is going to be planted here. And Zero and Foda, the last 2 men standing. Zero trying to see if he can actually hit that shot, and eventually does. Foda battling 2 players at once, but doing decent damage. Take down 1, still alive for some reason, but gets taken out by Victor in the end. And that is the pistol round in favor of E-Frag. If there were a round that they had to get back into this game, this was it.
definitely. Sadly for them, the bomb went down, so Revolte have a rather quick return onto rifles, so maybe keep up the pressure with Force Spy right now. And yeah, there is no eco, right? I forgot about that. How was I forgetting about the fact that Revolt are not going to save at all?
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting way to play the game.
But that's a really sturdy buy. With the AK, the 2 Tech 9s, the Deagle can deal massive damage to the CTs.
And the best thing is not the AK, it's the element of surprise. They're not going to be expecting them to have a rifle here. And the fact that they do is just going to be so surprising. You know, Victor is going to be battling against an AK. He's going to be thinking, hey, probably, you know, a Tech 9 Force Spy. But, you know, what he's actually probably thinking is that he's going to be against an eco as they got the bomb plant. So he's expecting unarmored opponents to get up here, and instead it's Zero with an AK, but he's not going to make much of that AK. Foda is going to be picking it up, and he's going to be seeing if he can get back onto Victor in one way or another.
Yeah, at least Foda picked up the AK now. He's got no armor. That is kind of weird in my opinion, but RML makes it happen onto Bubble. NKL just standing in the air. He goes down to Gabeson, and it slips away from the CTs. I don't know what with NKL. I think he crashed.
Yeah,
he seems to be a little. Definitely took off his headset, and Dreamer takes out Foda. He's trying to still win this round, and I think that Revolt. Do they comply?
I'm not actually quite sure. It's kind of back up. It's just a game. I mean, this is good sportsmanship. Can we get a round of applause for the Hungarians here? It's good sportsmanship, definitely. It's nice to see.
And we get the old school pause by the admins, trying to restore the round in a second as NKL's PC broke down or something went wrong over there. Maybe somebody tripped on the power wire. You never know what is going to happen on a LAN, you know.
I mean, you were at Gaming Paradise. Maybe the computer showed up without a graphics card, and
they just realized now. NKL playing without a screen, just instincts, and then he realized, oh my god, that's why I didn't see them. And his teammates are like, that's why you said you can't see them, you can't see them. We thought you were flashed. Yes.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's been a long day for us too.
Yeah, I mean, you banter.
That was definitely not really banter.
Not really, no. But I like the word banter. You know,
everyone likes it nowadays. It's a trendy word, you know.
It's like these UK words, you know. It's like banter, cheeky Nando's. That's not really one word, but it's just these. Oh my God, it's cheeky Nando's. It just sounds so nice.
Yeah, those English words we keep using every day.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to look into the small technical issue that NKL has with his PC, and we hope that it's going to be resolved in a second.
He's already joined up again, so we're assuming that it should be fixed quite fast.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think the small break benefits both teams right now, because it's been a very heated exchange. I think if E-Frag wouldn't have gotten that backup right now, they would have crumbled because of madness. Now they are back. They know, okay, we get that reset. Revolt on the other side, they know we are trying to go for an AK buy. So maybe they will save this time around.
I mean, one thing that I think we kind of need to mention here, which is actually very important for kind of the outcome of not this, well, the coming round, I guess, because we're probably going to be backing up here. What we saw was that Revolt, you know, they went for this kind of weird buy where they forced up with AKs and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they can't really do it again, because if they do it now, you know, the whole element of surprise, which I talked about being probably the most important thing in this whole strategy, is removed, and we are going to be seeing them buy PT50s instead. So while they before had a very good shot at actually winning the round, now they have to change up their game plan, because there's absolutely no point in buying up again. The element of surprise has been ruined.
I would have still went for it, because nobody expects you to do the same thing again.
No, but they're ready for it. They've even got it
I
in the
know.
back of their
It's
minds.
a
You know.
reverse mind game, and then they play the reverse mind game and expect you to do.
NKO, for example, picks up an MP9 now. I'm pretty sure he had a rifle before. He
No,
knows.
it's the same buy on E-Frag. They went for the two MP9s.
But I'm happy to hear that.
At least they stick to the plans.
Yeah, but Dreamer going to be stuck here at Chicken. He's still going to be actually staying alive for quite some time. But it doesn't look like they even need an AK. When you have P250s, it's far better, it seems. And Victor going to be landing a touchdown nade there. NKO also gets a frag. But they got the bomb plant, meaning more money and meaning a proper buy next round.
Definitely helping Revolt out there. And I think they can't really complain about that backup. They were going down in flames in the first try, and now they have an AWP.
Well, they did actually win the round when backed up, you know. But it's hard to say what kind of impact NKO would have had on the round.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think he was in the back of the A bomb set, and the A bomb set was being attacked. So I think that definitely would have changed the round in favor of E-Frag. But let's see if RML is able to have some impact in this round. E-Frag have a 3-man stack on the A bomb site, and if Revolt speed up a little bit on B, this could be horrible for the Bulgarian squad. Sadly, for Revolt, they don't know what we know. They don't see the CT's positions.
They don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
X-ray is only spectator.
Oh, okay.
For some Germans, it isn't. But for most, it's only spectator.
Cough, cough. Yeah, not going to mention any names, but Foda is going to be getting the entry frag here. They actually have one player who's posted up outside of the A bomb site, so if any aggressive push is going to be coming in, he's going to have their number. Finally, they're going to be taking down one, but Foda also going to be getting down Dreamer, and that was the push that we were talking about towards the A side. They really need to get down 0 here to get back into this round.
Look at the bomb.
Yeah, the bomb actually going over towards the opposite bomb site, so they need some kills fast, and they are getting one. The second, not going to be... Yeah, he's just pulling the... Well, he's not even pulling rotations, he's just keeping them here. They can't really leave when he's still alive. And he is not alive anymore, but still, they might... But they'll probably go for a save.
Yeah, pulling aggro, and the mob stayed on the side. They stayed there, and now the end boss is rotating back. NKL figures, okay, I tried to poke in there, didn't get the cheeky frag. I have to go back to Nando's, pick up some... Maybe they could pick up the AWP.
Yeah,
did they see it?
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, it's orange and white.
Bobo hasn't really wanted to play the AWP.
Yeah, that's
this tournament, it seems, so maybe they're just not confident.
Maybe. They definitely lose this round, and Revolt are really happy to kind of have that strong buy, even though they lose the AWP in the process. 2v2, definitely good work by Revolt. And heads up play by them to, once again, RML with the mid-round call. We have to point that out. They were on the way to the B bomb site. They got opening kills over there, but they went back to A. Sick.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, there were plenty of times on Cash where I feel like the mid-round calling, you know, it was some hard mid-round calls. Here they had spotted all the 3 players, so it's not really, it's kind of a no-brainer, but it's well played that they had already been gravitating towards that position, just in case that they were actually somewhat stacked on the side. Spidey there? How does he win that battle?
That was weird, but doesn't matter. I mean, that was Zero just ducking and then kind of messing up his own aim, giving the CTs the advantage. Revolt have Foda hanging back outside of the A-bomb site, just waiting for somebody to be aggressive. But there is nobody getting aggressive on the CT side. Revolt just hanging back, and they just execute slowly but surely into drop zone.
Dreamer is in a bad position. He's boosted up here. He can be shot from both angles, and you know, it's just about who peeks first. But Dreamer cannot know, and it's really, really hard for him. If they peek together, he's basically done. But he does have a few teammates for support now. The T's luckily don't speed up behind it. But Dreamer seems to be looking the wrong way here, and it might cost him.
Yeah, now he knows that there's action on the B platform, so he can turn around, and his teammates try to help him out, but it's too late. RML already is there. Gabeson having some trouble finding the head of Spy Leader, but RML is inside the drop zone. He cuts off Victor. There's a backstabber coming in. Bubble has to go big. He is unknown as of yet, but they must have heard him run. He gets the first frag, and Foda puts him down. Revolt is up 12-7. Almost at 0 there.
Yeah. I don't really understand why Bubble would go for that round. I mean, it's 1 versus 4. He's never going to win. I mean, yeah, he can do some economic damage, and yeah, he did pull one gun off, but it might have been a better decision to stick with the armor and the AK.
Yeah, it just looks like E-Frag have some trouble really playing up to the normal standards. Like even normal standards in a way of making reasonable decisions and going for the intelligent wraparounds and the for example, it was Dreamer going for the exact same play that Spy Leader
again.
Was it Spy Leader as well? And 0 is there, and this time around he doesn't mess up like he did previously. So we just pointed out that they kind of leave their game sense behind, and they kind of prove our point again. It's really weird to see E-Frag crumble like that. There is a lot of pressure on their shoulders right now, and Revolte is just having 0 there. Triple kill, anti-eco, I know, but still, you have to hit those shots, and he does it.
From 0 to hero. Victor does find another frag, and we're talking about, I said this the round before, any economic damage that they can do, you know, is a small win for them. And they've pulled off 2 guns once again. And since, you know, they're getting 3,350, I think, for a win, it does do a lot of damage. 0 now on 4, he might even get the AC, doesn't, but Victor pulling off another gun, and that's quite nice. Now, Arno is going to be getting down Victor. We actually have another timeout. And I'm curious if it's the same issue that's really, you know how the drill works.
Yeah, that's for sure. So Victor doesn't have any armor, and he's the first man to face off with the terrorists. They already get the entry frag and the A-bombs that is left open. On the other side of the map, the CTs get the frag, so it's still quite open considering the player count, but map control is definitely favoring the terrorists right now. Bubble putting up a stamp, it goes down to Barcode, and now it's Spy Leader hitting the floor hard. NKL is the last man inside the side, and as they all fall down, Revolte make it to 14-7. Double score restored for the Hungarian squad, and they are right next to map point and match point.
Yeah, I mean...
Final point. Tournament point.
What's I remember? I was just there. But, I mean, you know, once again, they can at least, you know, get FAMAS and body armor on most of the players, and even head armor on some. I don't really understand the decision to do head armor against AKs, but setting that aside for a moment, I think that was a good decision, even though they didn't really make much of it. But if they win this, they've kind of got the same scenario that they would have had if they had eco. I mean, they do have lesser guns now, and they lack armor on NKL, but if they manage to win this round, they're kind of in the same position as before, so that's why I felt that decision might have been actually better. We have 2 guys pushed up aggressively on A, and they could actually find Foda. That's Victor. Now the T side is going to be pushing into B, and that smoke can be really, really hard to work against. But Dreamer on the bomb site, and he is spotted, but he isn't taken down. And all he really has to do here is stay alive for as long as possible. 0 gets 1 frag, and Dreamer also goes down, but he puts out a lot of damage. And now Bubble takes out 1. Can he find more? Not quite yet. And Kill with a great look. He might find more than just 1 here. He finds 1. Oh, RML. Can he go? Oh, he's going to go down as well. And now it's all left to Barcode in a 1 versus 2 situation. It's not an easy one to win, but he takes out the first one. NKL is there, though. Gets the P90 frag. And they're back into it.
They are back. Not completely back, but at least they are on the brink. You know, they just have to step on the ice and skate away. Maybe they can slip, but at least they still have that 1 round to reset the terrorists' money in case something, you know, goes south. That just like TSM did against Luminosity.
Oh
just
my
a
God!
few
Don't
minutes
even
ago.
mention that, man. But what you see here is that the T economy is actually really, really low. So if they pick up this round, they're forcing the Ts to an eco, and that might be the comeback.
Yeah, might string 2 rounds together. Suddenly it's 11-14.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see what's going to happen. You know, just for the sake of this grand final, to make it super exciting, I actually really want them to pick up this round and see, you know, how this unfolds. But so far, you know, it's looking like a very slow round. A good smoke comes in, but Cyril might decide to play this. He's in actually a pretty good position there. The smoke isn't too good, and this is an interesting smoke. And Kel might play around this. Spidey just needs to not go down in this scenario, and I think they're good for now.
And the pause seems to have, you know, equalized the momentum a little bit, considering E-Frag have been quite instigated, they have been aggressive, they wanted to go for the 4 spies all the time, or, you know, just change it on their own. Now, the terrorists seem to have some trouble getting back in the mood of winning. You know, Zero was boiling hot at this the whole day, basically. So now he cooled off a little bit, and he has to find his way back into the mood, you know, into the zone. While E-Frag, no, they can't afford to let anything slip anymore.
Yeah, but we are going to be seeing E-Frag forcing them onto an eco now, and it's nice that we get a bit of applause here. I mean, both teams have done massive work, not only been through a huge qualifier, but also making it into the final stages of this tournament. And, you know, it doesn't really matter how it ends. Both teams definitely deserve recognition and applause. And I'm happy that, you know, even though we're at, well, we're in Hungary, where, you know, they're probably going to be rooting for their home team. It's nice to know that, you know, they support both teams. But a bit of a flash come through. NKL trying to see if he can get any of the unarmored opponents here, but he actually goes down. And then Foda and Bako, they get one apiece, and Bako gets another. So that's a 5 versus 2 situation, and it's looking horrible for E-Frag. He also goes down. That is Bubble. Victor in a 1 versus 4. And can he make the impossible happen? That is the question.
Well, the crowd definitely believes, just like Bob Ross, they want to see their home team win. Victor doesn't want to necessarily make them angry, but he wants to scatter their dreams. Getting in there with the second frag. Oh, RML!
Oh, my God.
Season. He could have gotten a knife. What a trying to add insult to injury.
Oh, really? In the grand final, mate?
Best manners.
Yeah.
Best manners.
Yeah, BM, best manners.
Best manners.
That's what I said. So, over to you, Jeff. It felt appropriate. It felt like, yeah. But still, we're going to be seeing the CTs on now a somewhat, you know, a broken buy here. We've got some pistols. We've got a Max 7 as well. And that's pretty much what they're going to be making do with. Bubble, looking to see if he can find anybody, and he needs to find this first frag. If he goes down without, I think it's going to be very, very hard for them to get back into it, and he does go down. So now it's Zero and Foda on a mission here, trying to find even more players. RML does take that one. Oh, wow, Dreamer coming up with an amazing display here. He finds 3 players, and he equals up the numerical position in this matchup so far. Zero very low on HP as well, and NKL can find him here, and he can. Now it's all left to Gabeson, who's stuck on the bomb site, and Dreamer still has full HP.
In the 1v2, he knows where both players are. You just have to dance around. He gets the first frag, and he doesn't finish the spray on Dreamer, who comes up with a quad kill. 6 HP remain for him with a 5-7, and with the M4A1 that he picked up. Going really big for his squad, keeping them alive. 5 more rounds to go for the Bulgarian squad, but Revolte have 1 more buy, at least for now. They will have another buy coming up soon. Mate,
we've been watching Revolte pretty much the whole day.
We know
they don't
only have buys.
They don't know what they're... So we're going to be seeing 5 more buys.
Again, I forgot about that.
More.
Yeah, they will buy out. No matter how much money they have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how
Shopping
it works.
is fun, right?
Yeah, it's like Black Friday. They're expecting a discount on their guns, but there really isn't any. NKL seeing a lot of players here and managed to actually take that one. Spidey also gets the frag. He actually gets 2 here. Can he find a third? No, Barcode does take him down, but doesn't speed up behind it. And now the push has kind of stagnated. RML really needs to find this frag, and he does not.
Yeah, that opens it up for the CTs. They know where Barcode is. They haven't boxed him already. One is watching the window from Connector. That's Victor. And Bubble is watching the other exit. So they should have sealed him down. Dreamer is there in case Bubble doesn't get the frag. So it is double covered, basically. There is the peak on Barcode. 15 HP remaining. He steps out, and he will be mopped up by Bubble. So E-Frag keep their coordination straight. They are a little shaky still, but they get better and better. They have solid ground underneath their feet. They just have to keep running.
Yeah, the problem with getting down into drop is the fact that if you're alone, you can't really get up again. So they were pretty sure about his whereabouts, and then it can be quite hard to get out of a clutch like that. But still, great play by E-Frag, and they now forced the team. I don't know why they didn't buy. I think, you know, we probably still have some issues now. Anyway, a full, a no armor buy, pretty much, except for Barco, who actually has some armor here. And Zero manages to actually get the frag onto Bubble. But NKL here with his M4 is going to be seeing if he can get the frag, and he can, so indeed. So 2 versus 4 situation, and it is looking like a comfortable E-Frag win.
Should be. Zero and Barcode. Their objective is to plant the bomb, but it's going to be almost impossible for Zero without any support. He is now on B long. The CT's know where he's at. He's got 54 seconds to work with, so maybe he can make a rotation, make a cheeky play, get one more frag. He has 3 players quite low on HP, so it's not really impossible, but the lack of armor is making it really hard for him to face 2 players at once.
But if he finds Spidey here, that makes the round so much more likely to win. He does actually, but only down to 2 HP, so it's going to be hard for him to salvage anything from this round, but he is making probably also the wrong decision here. He's kind of battling the site where he has to take a long-range engagement no matter what, but he does actually get down into the square area. I don't think Dreamer knows, so if he decides to even shoulder peek here, I'm sure Zero has the angle, but Victor has his mate covered, and it's the 12th round on the board for E-Frag.
3 more to go, and we have an overtime, but one of them will be a full buy. Revolte refused to buy up in the previous one, even though they still went for P250s and armor and Tech 9 for Barcode. Now they are on AKs. They have quite a good amount of grenades, and more importantly for the terrorists, they all have head armor, which can save lives. I mean, it's like riding a bike. Your helmet is necessary.
I never go outside without my head armor, but Dreamer putting down a touchdown grenade, and then he gets a 3rd and a 4th. This man is on fire. Look at this, a quad kill already. Can he find the ace as well? He's looking for it. He's so looking for it, and he does not get it. And Victor instead takes the frag. So, wow, that was close to a very, very sick ace. But we've got Dreamer now on the 30 bomb.
And homing missiles do the job for E-Frag right now. 3 nade frags in the round. Like, yeah, the majority of the frags with nades. That's no real rocket science there. Revolt on a save. They kind of lost all that momentum. They lost all the edge. They look like shadows of their former selves.
True, but it's, you know, delays can sometimes cause this. I want to point out the fact that this is like a Revolt save. It's when they buy up head armor and body armor and Eagles and all that. But they are going to be rushing down into the drop area, and they're going to get the 2 entry frags. Now it's all on the shoulders of Dreamer, and he gets taken out. So Victor and Bubble now facing off against a few low players here, but with some armor and a couple of guns, it's not going to be easy. Bubble really needs to not die here, and he just needs to at least get 1 frag from this.
Yeah, the Molotov or Incendiate is a good idea. He draws them out. Oh, Victor goes down. RML with the frag, and Gaveston finishes it off. It is Revolt to clinch the title of the Southeast European Championship. Everybody put your hands together for the Hungarians, the home champions.
Fantastic piece of play. What a tournament, what a game.
That was just sick performance by them, upsetting everyone on their way through, not letting anyone get a piece of them.